concept which I am discussing today is iframe. So first of all, what is iframe? iframe is a section on a current page. Actually, it is a different link, but instead of opening that particular link on a different page or on a different tab, where it is hidden inside the current page only. Okay, like for example, if I go to this youtube.com, and for example I play some video, and or let it play. Okay, so so if I go to this video and copy the embed code here, copy the embed code on this video, and again if I paste it inside my notepad, so you will see here it has copied the iframe, and in this iframe it has given me the width and the height of that particular iframe, and src is equal to, I'm getting the source src. If I copy this particular src from here and paste it on the browser over here, you see it is the source of this particular page only. Okay, so what is happening when we are clicking on any of these links? So this is the iframe, this one. Instead of opening on a different when a link altogether, it is just when I click on this link, it is opening it on a same page. Again, for example, say I go to this website rminfotechsolutions.com. Here, if I scroll down, I am getting the inquiry form here. Again, if I go to some another page, say training, say Java training, this is a separate page, but here also I am getting the same inquiry form. Or if I go to this page, say automation testing training, here also I am getting the inquiry form. So what should I do? Should I write this inquiry form code again and again in different pages? Then it will be the repetitive code. Otherwise, what we can do, we can create a section inside the page. If I right click over here, so you will see it is showing me this option, view frame source, reload frame. So it means it is a iframe. When I inspect the element and I get this option, view frame source, reload frame, so it means it is a iframe. Again, if I inspect it, so you'll see I am getting this iframe. Okay. So again, iframe is a tag which opens a separate page. This is src is a separate page. This even. So this is a separate page only. But instead of opening it on a new tab or on the same page, like here I'm clicking, so it is changing the link. But here what it is doing, this is a separate page actually. This one is a separate page. But it is not changing the URL, it is opening the separate page inside the current page only. That is the concept of iframe. Okay. So let us try to automate how to automate the iframe. So I'll make one example. So what is iframe? I think you have understood. So I will make one example. What is a iframe and how to automate it? Okay. So I will write one example. iframe demo one. Extends page. public void any method, test method, say open browser, browser which I want to open, and say I'm using this rminfotechsolutions.com, and I want to go to, अरे देखना, software automation. So I want to go to this thing. Okay. And now when I visited for this link, I want to just type my name here in my inquiry form. I want to just type my name. So what generally we do, we right click, inspect the element, and then copy the XPath like this. And I try to type on it. So that has executed, and check it whether it is typing or not. So we'll run up to here and check whether it is typing ABCD or not. I've already showed you that this particular uh, form which is coming is not a part of this page. It is actually a separate URL which is opening on the current page. Okay, so that I've already shown you. And whenever you right click on the element, and if you get this option reload frame or frame source, then you should know that it is a iframe. Or otherwise, for example, you have inspected the element, you are typing or clicking on it, and you are not able to type or click on it, and it is giving you the error message not able to locate the element, then it means, and you have added the implicit wait, then also it is giving you the message that not able to locate the element, then it means it is a iframe element. So let us run it. Because explicit, I told you what is the difference between implicit and explicit wait. Explicit wait means it is giving me the message element is not interactable. That is a different thing. So it means it will say element is not interactable, then it means it is element is available but I'm not able to interact with it. Or it is saying element is not clickable, then it means it is a explicit wait, or we can use the actions class as I told you in my last class. Right? But if my XPath is right and I have added the implicit wait, and even then it is not able to locate the element. If you see, it is not typing it, and it is waiting for the element. We have already added the implicit wait. So it is waiting for this element to be available. And now it is giving me the error. Then it means, and if you should look at the error message, what is the error message? It is saying no such element, unable to locate the element. So it means it is not a part of that particular page. It is a part of some another page. And you can verify whether it is a iframe or not if you are getting this kind of error. So now if I inspect it again, okay, and I'll scroll up, so you'll find that it is actually iframe. So now how to automate the iframe? So we have to change my focus from the current parent frame to the child frame. This is the child frame of this parent frame, main window, current window. We have to change the focus to this iframe, and for that we can use this id. Id is equal to mail form. So this iframe has the id mail form, so I can use this ID, copy it, and then I can go to my program back, and then here I can write driver dot switch to. There is one command, switch to dot frame, and you can use this frame ID over here like this, and it will move your focus to this frame by this ID, by using this ID. So now your focus, this is the parent frame, and it will change it to the iframe by using this ID. And now this element is not inside this page. This element is inside this frame, and now it will be able to work on it. Now continuing with the same example, say again, I want to get this email ID here. I want to get this email ID. This email ID is not a part of iframe. This email ID is a part of the parent frame only, this one. I want to get this email ID. So how to get it? So I have to change my focus back to the parent frame, this one. So for that again you have to write, then only otherwise it will try to find it inside the iframe only. So driver dot switch to dot parent frame. So it will take the focus back to this. And again now if you write driver dot find element by dot xpath dot get text. So it will try to find this element on the main page and get text, okay, which you can print. Okay. So we rerun this program and check whether it is working or not. Okay. It takes some time. Now it has typed. So it takes some time to locate, and then we have already added the wait time. So it will wait, and then it has typed on this element. You see ABCD, and then it has also retrieved the email ID. Okay. One more example I'm showing. Say again, I want to go to say economic times. Okay. So I want to go to this economic times. So again, I will write the program simultaneously. and I will take this URL. Okay. And after that, I want to click on this button. Here you're getting this button over here. I want to cross it, close this add. So again, I will inspect this element. Okay. Copy the XPath. To close this particular add. Okay. And when this add will close, now this is visible. Contact us is visible only when we have closed this add. So again, I will try to click on this contact us. And after clicking on it, again, this contact us window is opening up like this. Okay. And now what I want to do, I want to type my name over here. Here. So if I inspect this particular element, this one, or I right click on it, say right click on it. So you see, again, I'm getting same thing. View, it has gone up. View frame source, you see, below. And again, if I scroll up, so you see, it is iframe only. This one. So this is a iframe only. So for that, but here in this iframe, this is the iframe only. So but here ID is not available here. So it's not compulsory that every time iframe is there, so you will get the ID. So if ID is not available, then how to do it? Then what I can do, SRC will be available always. So I can copy this SRC, Control C, if ID is not available. And I want to, if I want to type my name, I have to, and it is inside the iframe, as I already told you. So you have to change the focus to this iframe. Then only you can work on it. So again, if I want to type my name, then I will write driver dot switch to dot frame. But here ID is not available, so we can use this one, web element. So frame is having 3 frames by using the int, by using the string, and by using the web element. So I will use this web element. And inside this web element, for web element, again I will write driver dot find element by dot xpath, and I will create the xpath double slash star square bracket, and the attribute is at the rate src is equals to, I have copied the src. Okay, in that way. It will, just a second, it will not work because it is logged in. Just a second, I have to take it again. Just a second. It will not work because it is already logged in. So I have to first log out first. Okay. My XPath will be different otherwise, no? So I have logged out. Now I will take the XPath again. Just a second. Rolling. What? Okay. Then again, I will copy this particular and the iframe is this one. Now SRC. I will copy this SRC because before it was whenever we are opening the browser now, so it will open the new profile. So there it will not show you logged in. So that's why I have to change it because here it is taking this Roli Saxena. So I have to remove it in that way. Okay. So it will now find element returns the web element and this frame is taking the input of web element. So I told you that if the method input and output is same, so we can pass the method from inside the method. So first this one will execute. It will look for this SRC is equal to this one, and it will find the element and it will then use it inside the frame. And then now you can type your name over here. One more important thing, it is not like that all the pop-ups which are coming on the page are iframe. Do not assume it. Like here, I was getting the pop-up. Na? Some pop-ups are coming. So it's not compulsory that when a window is coming over the window, so it will always be iframe. It's not compulsory. It can be part of the page. So you have to verify and check whether it is iframe or not. And if it is not a iframe, then you can normally automate it. So it's not compulsory that every window which is coming over the window is a iframe only. Okay. So let us run it and check it. So if the frame ID is available, then I told you how to work in it. And if the frame ID is not available, then also you can work in this way. Okay, so you see, it has worked. Open the browser, clicked on this cross, open this window, and here now it is typing the name AABB because we are changing the focus from the parent frame to the iframe. Okay. One last example, like we have visited this page, if you remember, I will revise it again otherwise. So we have visited this page for the LG customer care here. So we have visited this page LG customer care, and here what I want to do, I wanted to click on this chat with us here. So we have discussed in our last session that I want to click on this text chat with us, and it was giving me the message that element is not interactable. Okay, so again if I comment and check it out, so what I want to do, I want to click on this element chat with us. Okay, so let us run it this in this much only, that we are opening a Chrome browser and we are opening this URL, and I want to click on this text chat with us. Let us try to execute it and check it because we have already done this thing, but why I'm again uh, continuing with this example. Let us check it. So I will rerun it, run as Java application. We have already added the implicit wait time. Okay, and now it is waiting for the element. It is performing the click, but actually when window is not opening up. And if you look at the code over here, error will come. Okay, I think we have not used dot click with it, no? Just a second. So we are just finding the element, but we are actually not clicking on it. So that let us write one click with it. Then only it will give you the error. Okay. So it is okay. We'll use not here because we have yeah, we'll use it over here. Okay. Now we'll run it again because it is finding the element. It is not giving me the error, but when I want to click on it, then only it will give me the error message. Okay, so it is scrolling to the element and it will try to perform the action of click on it, but it's you see click here to chat with this some action it is trying to do it on it, but actually it is the chat window is not opening up. And if I look at my program here, now it is giving me the error, and error is not saying that not able to locate the element. That is not error. The error is that element is not clickable at the point. So for that we have added this implicit wait sorry explicit wait. So we tried to added this explicit wait in my last class. That is wait for this element to be present and wait for this element to be clickable and then click on it. But again, it was not working, and I will show it again. The explicit wait sometimes is not working again. It is inspecting the element, but clicking is not performing. And we have already added the explicit wait, that is wait for this element to become the clickable. Then then also it is not performing the action, and it's still the same error message I'm getting even after adding the explicit wait time. It is saying is not clickable. Then I told you that we can use this actions class. If explicit wait also is not working, then we can wait for this actions class. And actions class, using actions class, we can move to the element. That is, it will take the mouse to this element and then click on that element. And build means we have to perform this and this action together. Build dot perform. Now the chat window is opening up. Okay. Now in this chat window, what I want to do, I want to click on this AC, this one. I want to click on this AC. Now if I inspect this particular element again, okay, if I inspect this element AC again, this button or AC or whatever it is, so you will see that it is again inside the iframe. So if so let us assume I do not know whether it is a iframe or not. What we generally do, we generally try to just take the XPath and just try to click on it, that I want to click on it. So I'll just try to execute in that way, that I want to click on this AC. Okay. So let us try to work on it again one more time, that is whether it is clicking on this button or not. Okay. Chat window is opening up, but AC is not clicking. And if I look at it, it is still waiting for it. Error message is not coming. We have added the implicit wait. So it is, but it is trying to locate it on the main page, that is lg.com. But actually it is a separate page. So if this kind of a message is coming, so you have to check the error. So first of all, it was saying not clickable, but now it is not saying not clickable. You see, it is saying unable to locate the element. So in that case, and if your XPath is correct, so it may happen that XPath is dynamic changing. So that also you have to check. But if XPath is also right and it is still not able to locate the element, then you can verify whether it is a part of the page or it is a iframe by right clicking, and if you see reload frame, view frame source, so it means it is a iframe. So now first for that you have to first go inside this frame. If I want to again click on this button, I have to verify, go upwards and check, okay, it is iframe. Now again id is available. Most of the time id will be available. Id is equal to, okay. So if it is a good website, id of the frame will be available. So again I will copy it, chat iframe, and again I will write before it, I will write again driver dot switch to dot frame, and frame id is available, so I can just write the frame id in that way, and then it will try to locate it inside this frame. Let us rerun it again. Okay, so let us check whether now it is clicking. So it takes some time. When we use driver dot switch to iframe, so you should wait for some time, and now it is clicking on it. So it means now element is available and you are able to work on it in that way. Otherwise, if error is coming again, you can go back and check, and you, if the error is saying not interactable, then we can add the explicit. For example, again my AC button is clicking, and I now here I want to type hi over here. So again I inspect, and I want to go to this text area. ID is available, copy the XPath, and this again is inside the iframe. So my focus is inside the iframe only. So I again write this type hi on this text box. So again, one last time I will run it and check whether it is working or not. Now we'll see again. I will get some error message. Okay, so it has clicked on this particular button, AC button, but it has not typed hi in my text box. And if you look at my code, it is now giving me again error, element not interactable. So it means element is available, so no problem, but it is not interactable. If it is not interactable, try to use explicit wait first. So again I will copy this explicit wait code from above, because above it is not working, and I will copy it, and I try to use, or I will not control X, I will, because it will be it'll remain for the reference. I'll just copy it, and whenever element is showing that it is not able to locate or interact, sorry, it is not clickable, interactable, then it is better if you write the wait command first. Okay, wait for this element to be located, so I can write by xpath inside it, and then again, or you can uh, again use this by, or what we can do, mm, we can work in this way also. Then no need to locate for element to, because it is already present, so we can just write this thing, uh, dot click. Okay, so we are locating for this element, and we are waiting until it is clickable, and if it is clickable, then it will click on it, and then we can again send keys on it, like hi. Okay, so now we'll run it again. So first of all, it will find for element, and then if it is available, it will click on it, and then again it will try to send keys high with it. Okay, Okay. Now it is also typed on this particular text box. So in that way, we can work on our pages. So we'll keep up to here. Okay. So now